about moving to a country to another one, then I hope this video will be helpful for you. Hi my popular, so welcome to my channel. My name is Bettina. You can call me B as you want, and for the people who's coming back, thank you so much and welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a video talking about moving abroad. So I think I have enough knowledge and experiences on that, because since I was a very young child, now I'm not a child anymore, but since I was a child I moved in different countries. So my first country was to leave Congo to France, because I was born in Congo, and then I moved in France when I was 9 years old. Then I moved to France to US, that was in 2016, and then in 2017 I moved to US to Canada, and then I went back to France, and now I moved to France to Spain, where I'm currently living in Madrid. So I think in the last years I've been moving around in different places from different reasons and with different package and different knowledge on how to do that, because sometimes I move to a continent to another one, sometimes I just stay in the same continent. Like right now I moved from Paris to Madrid, which is in the same continent, it's in Europe, and it's not that complicated to do than, for example, moving to Paris to New York. So basically I would give you all my tips and all my my advices that I can have on moving abroad. If you're thinking about doing that in 2023, this is the year for you to do that. If you want to move as a student, or if you want to move with the work, or actually without any of them, I would be giving you some advice about how to do that. You will see, like, if you follow these tips and if you make this happen very easily, trust me, it's not that complicated to move around. So before doing that, before going to the 10 tips that I'm going to share with you on this video, I just want to tell you that you need to focus on very important questions. You need to ask yourself very important questions. First of all, do you want to move in a country where you speak the same language, or are you going to be speaking a different language? Because it's not that easy to move to a country where you don't speak the language, because you will have everything around that will be on the language that you don't speak. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, like, do I want to go to the place where I don't speak the language and I would have to learn a new language, or do I want just to focus on the place where I actually already speak the language and I don't have to make it happen again? Okay, the second question you need to ask yourself, are you moving for work, are you moving for study? Because it's not the same thing. The third question you need to ask yourself is, like, where you want to go according to the weather of the country. If you're a sunny person and you're thinking about going to Canada, for example, guys, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be dying yourself during winter, because in Canada, I used to live in Montreal. You have like very long winter. I mean, winter there is around 5-6 months. So if you're going to a place where it's going to be -10 and you're going to be having a lot of snow and you hate that, and this is like half of the year, don't go there. Just like, don't make that to yourself. I mean, it's important to have places where you have winter, but you also have a lot of places where you don't have winter, or you don't have winter that bad, like for example in Montreal. So you will have like LA in US, where you don't have that much cold winter. You will have like Africa countries where you don't have winter. You will have like some Asian country also where you don't have winter. That when I say winter, I mean like in that bad way, like for example North America or Europe. So if you're thinking about, you don't like cold, you prefer sun, you prefer like good weather, like spring kind of vibe weather, then don't choose your country according to the weather. Another question you need to ask yourself is the distance. Do you want to be too far away from your family and your friends, or you want to be like short distance? For example, if you live in France and then you want to leave and you want to move, for example, I don't know, in Singapore or in China, this is 12 hours of plane to take. It's a lot of time between France and there. So you will not be able to move back all the time when you want. You will not be able to come for weekends, because you're not going to pay that much money and you're going to make that much long trip just to stay 2 days. Okay, so it makes sense for you to understand how the distance is impacting where you're gonna go, and how you're gonna make sure like you choose your country based on the distance. And the last question you need to ask yourself is the culture. What culture are you looking for? Okay, the population, the environment, the traditions, what they do there. If you want to be like feeling close to those people, if you feel like a little different, you want to learn a new culture, this is also going to be impacting a lot on you moving, and especially a lot on your mind. So it's very important that you ask your questions, you ask yourself those questions, and you ask yourself if you're going there for all these reasons, and if you have your answer, then you can choose the country where you want to go. And then we're up to the second part of that video. Once you have chosen your country, what you have to do. So let's move to the second part. The first things you need to do when you have chosen a country where you want to go is to visit that country. I am telling you, it's always good to go and see the country. What you see online is great, but sometimes it's over too much sold, or sometimes it's not that much sold. So the best thing is like go to the country, make a visit of like not just 1 week, but try to go there for 3 weeks, 1 month, and then just live there and live there as a local person. Don't go to hotel. Try to rent a house or an apartment or something like that, and live as people living there, okay, for 1 month, and feel the vibe and feel how everybody's around you, how everything is around you. And I'm telling you, this experiences of living there for 1 month is going to teach you way more than just like a weekend there. And then you will know exactly that you made the good choice, and it's not going to cost you that much money. But actually moving around there, staying there for at least maybe 2-3 months, and deciding like you're not made for that country and having to come back, this is going to be way more money lost than actually doing that in the first month. So, second tips, you need to make a list of everything you will need to do, because I'm telling you, time is gonna go so fast. You have so many things to think about. If you don't make a list with the deadline of everything that you have to give back or you need to do, you're gonna be short time working. So that means if you need to tidy your apartment, put that on list. If you have to ask for a visa, put that on list. If you have to sell your stuff from your apartment, put that on list. If you need to ask for documentation that take more time, put that on a list, because you need to make sure like everything is listed, everything is put on a paper, you don't forget anything. Number 3, you need to prep all the documents you will need. So visas, documents, where you're going, you need to research everything about immigration there. You need to everything about legal there, what you would need there, if your passport is still valid, all the stuff that you need to do, prep them in advance. Okay, take the time to do them, because those are the most important things you don't want to forget. Okay, I mean, you don't want to forget about them. Tip number 4, make sure you have enough savings in your account. I know you guys, when we be like moving around, we keep saying like, okay, I'm going to be finding a job and I'm going to be starting working there. Guys, you don't have any clue about what's going to happen when you're there. So please try to have savings in your account, but not just 1 month savings. Try to have at least a 4-month saving, because if you have like a 4-month saving, you can sustain to your fees while you're looking for a new job. Okay, because if you don't have those savings, they're gonna kill you. You're gonna have to come back to mom and daddy, because I'm telling you, life is expensive. Okay, step number 5, tidy up your apartment. Okay, you need to make sure, like if you're living like me, if you have like a lot of things, I'm never ready for that, even until today. This is such a big stuff for me. Tidy your apartment in advance. Make sure like you know exactly what is going with you, what is gonna be staying if you have someone you're giving to, or what you're gonna sell. Okay, that selling part is very important, because you need to sell them way before going. Okay, so make sure you make the list of what you're keeping, what you're giving, what you're selling. Number 7, go make a checkup with your doctor. Okay, this is so important. This is like so important. Okay, you need to go and see your doctor and make all the checkup you can do. Okay, go with your go with your teeth, go with there, if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you're a girl, you know what I'm talking about. Go with your generalist. Make everything that you can do. Make sure like your body is healthy as shit. Number 7, you need to make sure to have life insurance. Okay, having insurance in a country is very complicated, because you know, based on your status, you will be an immigrant, you don't have access to everything and stuff, you need to work for having some stuff. Okay, number 8, buy your airplane tickets. Okay, buying your airplane tickets will give you the date or you moving, but make sure that this date is actually according to all the dates that you will have with all your official documents. Okay, remember that. So once you have like your tickets plane, then you can actually first of all put yourself in that mood, and also start to pack everything and having a date. Okay, number 9, this is for some people. If you're traveling with your dog, with your pet in general, make sure you have done all the papers also for that animal, and also make sure like you bring her to the vet, because something that you will find in a country, you will not find them in a different country. So if you're traveling with a pet, make sure like her food is conditioned, you will have that in a different country. You check. If you don't have, make sure you have packed enough for her to survive the first time. Make sure also like she saw the vet for everything is like medical there, and make sure also her insurance is international. Last tip I will give you is to pack the essential things that you will need. Okay, that's what I was talking to you about for your dog, but then also for you. For example, If you have some allergies, make sure you go to see your doctors, and then you give you the prescriptions with the drugs enough to sustain you for a certain time before you have to refill them. Make sure to have also, if you're using a specific type of cream, make sure you have that at least 1 bottle or 2 bottles in advance, just in case, because you never know if those things that you're using, they're selling that in a different country. And now that I know also that I'm leaving Spain in a couple of months, as I told you, then I'm also starting also to pack for the new places I'm gonna go and plan for the new places I'm gonna go. So that's very important for you to do. Like, make sure like you think about all the steps and you make all the steps before going and before traveling, because it's gonna save you so much time, so much money. So anyway, that was all my tips that I'm going to be sharing with you about moving abroad. I hope you guys love that video. If it's the case, giving a thumbs up. Leave me know in comments if you want to do that, if you want to do that for 2023, if you want to move from country to another one, from continent to another continent. If you already moved to a country, what tips that I forgot to share that you want to share with the community, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. You guys are watching me and subscribe to the channel, so please subscribe to the channel. The link is just here in the description box, and you can also click here on my face and join the populace for more videos here. Okay, so I will see you on the next one, guys. You take care and have a good day or a good night, whatever the time you're watching me. See you on the next video. Bye, my populace. It is.